Hi, Ellen Pao. I just thought that I would take a quick moment to address this one interview you did at the Code Conference. An interview wherein you explained to the people listening exactly what kind of a dog's breakfast you're making of your company, all in the name of diversity. Now, for those who don't know, Ellen Pao is the current CEO of Reddit, a job that she got as a favor from the previous CEO, who apparently thought that his company was suffering from far too much money and success. So, he put a social justice warrior in charge of it instead, and aside from the odd lawsuit, the censorship and deletion of threads that criticize her and mysterious bans of accounts, things have gone pretty well. But I digress. Ellen, I'm here to talk to you for a moment about your little payment changes. You see, Ellen, you recently decided to remove the ability to negotiate for higher pay for people who apply for a job at your company. Now, your reasoning here is that women are less likely to negotiate for higher pay, meaning that this penalizes women. Except it doesn't. It penalizes those who don't negotiate for higher pay, regardless of their gender. Women just happen to be the demographic that it is most applicable to because they are the less likely to do it. It's not a gender-based thing, you dumb sexist. But again, I digress. So now, in the name of helping women, of course, you've made it so that everyone receives a flat rate and one can either take it or leave it, in your words. Now, in your talk, I couldn't help but notice that you said that you have received a much more diverse pool of applicants. But you didn't say employees. You didn't mention whether you got a more diverse pool of those. But I'm sure that was just an oversight on your part. Now, Ellen, since I realize that you're, well, a raging idiot, let me explain why this is a bad idea. You see, those people who were able to successfully negotiate those higher salaries were generally able to do so because they were more valuable employees, either due to skill, experience, work ethic, a combination of all three, or something else, like, say, confidence. Something about them made the person who interviewed them decide that they were worth just that little bit extra. Now, the ones who tried to negotiate and failed don't factor into this because they wouldn't be getting the extra pay anyways, but those special ones there, the ones that were worth the extra money that they asked for, they're still going to ask for that extra money. It's just now you're making it so that they can't ask you for it. So they will go elsewhere to get that extra money. Places where they feel they are properly valued. The ones who couldn't get extra money, or the ones who would have gotten less money because they were less valuable, those are the ones who will come to you because you are a better option for them. In other words, you are going to attract less valuable employees while discouraging the most valuable ones from coming on board. After all, why work hard for a company that won't reward it properly? This is what's known in the business world as bobsledding your company into the ground. More to the point, this fails your actual goal of helping women. Those women who are too weak or too unskilled to be able to negotiate for a higher salary still are. You haven't changed that. You haven't helped them. However, the women who did have the ability to negotiate for a higher salary, you've cut the legs out from under them. As well as the men who could do it too, of course, but at least in that regard, you have equality. Really, the only ones this actually helps are the management. But I'm sure that wasn't a factor in this decision at all. It's kind of funny how often diversity and equality seems to involve screwing other people over. Now, if I were a conspiracy sort, I would say that this is just an excuse to use equality as a way to keep down workers' wages. Especially since I've noticed several other companies starting to jump on this bandwagon, all shouting for the poor women's. Those poor women who can't speak up for themselves and bargain, so you and yours are going to do it for them, and hey, no one said you couldn't give yourselves a good profit margin in the bargain there, right? But as I said, that's only if I were a conspiracy sort. I'm more than happy to just say that you're a fucking idiot.